He was in a lekker other state, but a happy state. That is how I can see my son is back to square one. Okay, the accident happened say at least a month after my divorce, and I got full custody over my two children at that time. And because I was all by myself, I have to cover everything. And he was in a coma, say, for 2 weeks. And I mean, only prayers could take me through all the devastated, scenario at that time. Because I don't know even where to start or where to stop or where to run to or who do I ask help and all the relevant things. But yes, with God's grace, when I went through it, he was like a baby. Teach him all the relevant things. You're gonna walk again, how to read again. I had to take him to the toilet because he couldn't do this. He couldn't see properly because his left side got injured, his right side got affected. Meaning, your body working most cross-like. But faith kept us through it, and we worked through it. Then he went through all the therapy sessions with all relevant people. And the medical aid only cover also a certain thing like in hospital as well. So out of hospital, I have to put a lot of things in place. I have to bring a lot of people on board in order to help me because I also need to be at work as well. And I exhausted all my leave, everything though. Yeah, and I was so broke, but nevertheless, that was those things. That is any parent would have done such things for their children because they anyway just want to give their children the best. Yeah, always devastated to talk about it. And yeah, so I had put a lot of things in place in order for the people to come see him. And then I went after, say, 2 months, I went to work again. Okay, because they also pressurized me to work. I must come back to work because I exhausted all my leave. And then one day, that one lady, she was telling me that, hey Mario, why don't you use the super oxygen tablets? I said, hey, what is that then? Then she said, no, her dad used to use it because he had Alzheimer's. And I said, okay. Yeah, but I don't want to do more damage to what is currently there. The only thing I would like to is maybe to improve whatever he's struggling with at the moment. I said, yeah, man, just try it out. So yeah. And then my first bottle I bought was money that I borrowed from someone at work. Paying for everything, put everything to place that cost money. And I think just a month after he was like using it, his speech became much more clearer because he was the one talking like slurries, and he couldn't see properly. His hand was shaking, he couldn't write. His hand was shaking like this, And after a month he was using it, his speech became, much more fluent. You can actually sense what he was talking about, And as he continued to use those tablets regularly, everything became like norm. He could focus much more, And his ability in order to move his hand became much slower. Because it wasn't so shaking, especially when you have to, have to write something, or maybe if you have to carry, maybe water, And I said, hey man, the best thing is in order to do these things is, I know it's all in the mind, and your mind got very much hurt, but it's just a practice thing that you have to put in practice. With the help of all the relevant things, all those oxygen things as well. Because he's saying in the pamphlet you must give him like 3 tablets, 3 a day, 3 in the morning, 3 at night. Yes. Okay, I was giving like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, then 1 in midday, and then 2 at night as well. So at least if he sleeps, then all the relevant things come together. So he's much more relaxed. That was what I believe in. And up to date, now I can maybe afford it like 2 tablets, 2 packets, and also 2 bottles. So now he's drinking like 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and still 2 at night, but still not 3. because of things became much better and everything for him, I will never ever forget it. But these tablets actually gave him that willpower, that confidence to say, I can do it, man. So 2 months after he was using it, he told me one day, Daddy, I want to go to the door. Like any youngster, because he couldn't go, and he was very outgoing person. And now all of a sudden everything changed, so okay, it's fine, because he had that confidence talking to people now. So we went, said okay, drop him off, I fetch him again. He was in a lekker other state, but a happy state. That is how I can see my son is back to square one. He's all by himself, not fully, but he's getting there. And from there onwards, he was just climbing the ladder. He redo grade 11 at that time, so he was doing his matric after that. He didn't make it matric, let me put it this way. 4 years after that, he said to me one day, Daddy, I want to rewrite, I want to get my matric. I said, boy, are you sure? 4 years, you haven't touched a book, you haven't done anything? He said, yes, Daddy, I want to do it. So okay, with the relevant help of the education department, I could put things together, write a memo and all the things. And then they gave him his exam number, the end of October. So he had 1 month. He had 1 month in order to redo and go through all that whole book of, the mathematics thing, right?
That's remarkable.
And then the results came back. Was it 39%, I think? Yeah, that's a pass. That's a pass. Well, take in consideration, what if he never had 1 month? He had a full year to prepare for mathematics. He would have been an A candidate at that time, But he has done it. He got him a matric certificate, right? So I said, look, boy, let us go to the institution and let's try what you're going to study. I said, look, try to study something that you love doing, that you like to interact with people. So you were choosing marketing. Okay? Because of all the average of his matric results was a bit low. I think he was just over 40%. I think you need to have 49% in order to do marketing by the college. And I went to the lecturer and we had the lekker conversation. I said, look, just give my boy a chance, She said, look, that is not in her nature to do it, because if you don't do matric, you're not going to do it there. I said, okay, just give him one opportunity, please. If you fail, then by all means, then I also fail you as well. She gave him that opportunity to study, to start. I enrolled him for marketing. In 4, he passed in 4. In 5, passed in 5. In 6, he passes in 6. Was 7, you can say percentage, I think 75% overall? 71% overall. And he never ever looked back on what this oxygen tablets. I'm telling you. So now, he said he want to go for his learners. He said, learners meaning a lot of concentration. A lot of concentrations. I said, okay, let's put it. Because my thing is this, my willpower is not his willpower. That's what I believe in. I can say no, but yes, if you have the ability and if you're positive, you can overcome anything. That's what I imply in him. So we take it all and we do all of them, making an appointment. He was passing, what do you call it? His learners, his driver's learners. After that, so I took him, yes, he got his learners after that, and then yes, and then he was also first time passing also with the drivers as well. He can never be out of this, without the tablet. And that is now every month I'm trying to keep up and giving him what he needs, And from there onwards, it is remarkable. He's not looking one day back without say, hey, Daddy, thanks a lot. And appreciation goes with everything. And and most of all, what kept him going was the drive to succeed, the positiveness, and obviously with that goes with your if you have the helping hand of people putting you the helping hand, you can overcome anything.